Hi, I'm Jill Stowell. Every day, I meet parents who are literally at their wits' end, just trying to cope and help their kids survive school. It can be extremely frustrating and lonely trying to find answers. Years ago, as a public school special education teacher, I just knew there had to be more that could be done for students who struggle in school. I had a master's degree in education, and I was a really good teacher. But I still had kids who weren't learning. Whether they were diagnosed with learning disabilities, attention deficit disorder, dyslexia, or just working too hard to get by in school, I was sure that there had to be answers that just weren't being taught or explored in our schools. The real heartbreak for me was watching what it was doing to kids and their families. I'm talking about students who have average to above average intelligence, spending hours and hours every day on homework, and then maybe failing anyway. And despite their best efforts, these kids often get thought of as lazy or unmotivated. Eventually, many of them just give up. It's devastating to the students and to their families. So 25 years ago, I left the schools in search of something better, in search of real answers to unlocking the intelligence and competence that was hidden in these kids. I discovered three important things. First, about 30% of students have some degree of difficulty in school. Second, that difficulty is usually rooted in what we call underlying processing skills, skills that develop all on their own in about 70% of people, but somehow don't fully develop in the other 30%. And third, despite the common belief that you have to learn to live with learning challenges, there are ways to fix these skills so they no longer get in the way of school or life. And the solutions are permanent. In the past 25 years, we have helped over 4,000 students and their families overcome the devastation of learning problems. Our students have gone from special education to graduation with honors, to college, and many even have master's degrees and doctorates. Here's my promise to you. There are real and permanent solutions to learning problems. And I want to do everything I can to help you first understand, and second, to get the help you're looking for. To get started right now, there are three things you can do. First, sign up to get our twice-a-month newsletter that gives insights and understanding about learning problems and what can be done. Second, you'll get instructions so that you can immediately download the Fix Learning Skills Manifesto, which is a really clear statement about what we can and must do to help students with learning challenges. And finally, you will receive information about how you can get my new book, At Wit's End, a parent's guide to ending the struggle, tears, and turmoil of learning disabilities. Every day, I hear stories from parents about what learning problems are doing to their children and their families. It breaks my heart to hear that when I know there are very real answers out there. Simply fill out the form below. I promise I won't spam you. Get started today so that you and your child don't have to live with the pain and frustration one day longer.